Hello, this is my evaluation question 4, which is all about the technology used in the A2 coursework, so I thought I'd emphasise the use of technology by filming myself as I present information. For our A2 coursework, we use a Hitachi HD camera to film all the clips. This camera was a key tool for the construction of our music video. Compared to our previous camera, there were many benefits to using the Hitachi. To start with, there was a lot higher quality of the footage, so whenever we filmed our older camera it was all grainy, whereas this one's in HD, so all our raw footage looked high quality and good. There's also a larger memory card in this one, so we could film a wide variety of clips, so we've got a lot to work with when it came to the post-production. It was also very easy to learn to use, but it took us no time to figure out how to use all the functions and get to know it basically. It was also very mobile, so you could see, being as it was just a handheld camera, you could do a variety of angles and movements, and it could also be put onto a tripod, which dealt with any previous shakiness in our camera work. There's also no file format conversion required as well, so this made the process of editing or getting all our raw footage into Final Cut without having to convert it into a file format that it can support a lot quicker. Also used for team meetings and audience feedback in our research and planning stages. We thought we would film it because we'll basically, rather than writing down everything we said, we just used the camera, filmed all of our thoughts and just put it straight on. The only issue with this camera though was the battery. It took a long time to charge and it was very quick to run out, and we found ourselves whenever we went to go and film quite a few times that the battery would run out. We also used Apple Macs. The Apple Mac was mainly used for the construction of our music video. The Mac allowed us to take all of our raw footage in order for it to be edited, making it vital for the post-production process. It will also be used for the evaluation, so I can use the editing software to put together all the clips for this answer together. The good thing about Apple Macs is it has a lot of software capabilities, so a lot of programs can be put onto it, which this year was Final Cut and Photoshop, which we needed, so we could use those on the Apple Macs at school. It also helped greatly when it came to the post-production process to convert all raw footage into a professional looking final product. The only problem we had with the Apple Macs was the availability really, so if we wanted to do any work in free time, if another class was using them we had to wait. And also it takes a while to get used to because everyone just uses Windows. Like all the school computers run on Windows and everyone's laptops at home unless you've got an Apple Mac at home. Final Cut is the main editing program used on the Macs, where we're able to collect all raw footage from the camera and edit together as one product, as well as add on special effects such as blurred out faces, which we use quite a bit in our music video, and transitions to clips. The benefits of Final Cut are that you can choose from a variety of clips of raw footage. So again, we could have just filmed a lot of things and just dragged it into Final Cut and see what looked good and take things out and trim things. Audio could also be detached from the video clips. So we could, for our music video, we'd add the tracks for the music video on top, so any background noise within our raw footage wouldn't interrupt. A variety of tools could be used for the fine editing, so we could use the blade to trim down clips so we can match the footage to the beat. And also there are a lot of effects and transitions available for us to use to make our music video look much more creative and professional. Photoshop was the other piece of software that we use in the Apple Macs. It was used for the construction of our digipack and advert, where we sourced images from the camera and edited and manipulated them to produce a digipack and advert for our album and music video. Photoshop took a while to learn to use on the Macs, and it was also a downgraded version to which we had previously used at school or at home, resulting in less effects and tools available to us. Prezi is a presentation website which is more creative and interesting than a PowerPoint. These were frequently used to present any research and planning application work, such as my narrative theories project. The benefits of Prezi really is that you can basically put anything on it. So whatever you had written in, you can support it with a YouTube clip or put images on, or you could put shapes to write on, just to give it that extra professional look. But the problem with it, as you can probably tell by adding all the things to make it look professional, is very time consuming to produce. So there could be easier ways to present our work basically. Google on a whole is incredibly useful for all aspects of our A2 production, not only in the form of a research engine and a source of images, but with the use of YouTube, Blogger and Google Docs. Google on its own played a major role in research and planning. We were able to use it to search conventions for the genre of our drum and bass music video, so we knew what to put in. We also searched conventions for a digipack, so we know what we had to put on, such as the record labels, barcodes, or we could also source the images for barcodes from Google. But it had a wide variety of benefits. We also use it to search for inspiration for digipacks and adverts from already established artists, so just to give us an idea of what to put on our own really. Google Docs is a feature on Google where Word documents can be uploaded. This allows any work that we had previously done on Microsoft Word, we could just upload it straight onto Google Docs, so we could link it into our blogs, rather than having to try and copy and paste it, because Blogger just wouldn't let you put any tables or anything in there. So we could just upload it to Google Docs, and anything that was on that Word document will be on the Google Docs. The only problem with it, if we did have a table or images, and once it's been uploaded to Google Docs, sometimes found that images and tables will be half cut off the page. As we all know, YouTube is a video streaming website which is highly popular on the internet. This was very useful for research, as we could bring music videos and link them into our blogs so analysis can be done and presented. This means that we could get, for example, we were doing a drum and bass genre, we could get a Pendulum music video, and we could see what they've got and what we would like to put into our video or what we wouldn't like. And not only that, but we could put our own music video onto YouTube, so on there and people can comment on it, so we'll be able to get feedback for it. And it's good just for distribution as well, just to get it out there to our target market. Blogger is an online weblog owned by Google. This is where all work that we'd done for our media course could have been uploaded. So any piece of research that we'd done, we just put it straight onto our research page. Also, we could use it for drafts of things. So our draft for the advert, we had people write feedback onto it. So we then uploaded that picture to show that we'd had a first draft and feedback, which will then, once we put our final copy on, it will show how we've improved. Also with Blogger, if we were all uploading our work, say we decided to split our work, our research, we'd all do a different aspect of research rather than all having to do it and bring it together. If we'd all just uploaded it straight to the blog, we can just go on each other's blogs and get the research and put it onto our own, whereas if it was paper based, we'd have to wait until we were with them to get a copy, like photocopy it or whatnot. There were some downsides with Blogger though. The downsides with Blogger is that using the school computers, they were always blocked by the school administrators, and this meant that we could only use it under their supervision, or under teacher supervision, and it would be unblocked for a certain amount of time. So this was good in terms of being able to do the work within lessons. So if our teacher was in the room with us, we'll be able to update our blogs. But if the school had gone over on our time limit, say we were finishing off our piece of work and we hadn't updated it, the school would have blocked it again on the website, meaning that once we clicked the update button it was already blocked, so all our work would be lost and wouldn't get updated. Another issue is that when trying to link things in, such as Prezi and YouTube, sometimes the links won't work on it, but they could be easily fixed. And also, it was much more time consuming than our previous coursework, because it needs to be regularly updated and maintained. Obviously, you need to spend the extra time to get the better work. Okay, thank you for listening. This has been my evaluation question 4.